Good evening, and thank you so much for joining us for Good News on Entertainment. We have a great show, including a follow-up with one of the producers of Jesus Revolution. The film is now available to watch at home, and we're going to hear about the incredible response and impact this movie has had on people across the country. But first, a sit-down with one of my favorite Christian artists, Colton Dixon, as he prepares to release a new EP. You may remember he got his start on American Idol. He had an amazing year last year. His song, Build a Boat, was the longest-running #1 media-based Christian song of 2022, after topping the charts for 10 weeks. Build a Boat was a song I personally played over and over in my home as I transitioned to the Christian Television Network. So it is now my honor to hear more about what God is doing in his life and career, and why he hopes it will encourage you as well with his new EP called Canvas.
Everything you say is gonna happen, even though I haven't seen it yet. I will build a boat in the sand where they say it never rains. I will stand up in faith, I'll do anything it takes. With you in my sails, your love never fails or fades. I'll build a boat in the desert place.
I could not be more excited or thrilled or honored to be sitting down with Colton Dixon now, who is so gracious to take a break a little bit from tour. He's got a show tonight at the time of this conversation right now, but we are talking about certainly the new EP getting ready to come out. But again, what an honor. Thank you so much for taking some time.
Oh my gosh, honored to be able to talk with you and even just hear a little bit about your story before we started. And man, God's cool, and I love hearing testimonies, and I think they're so important. Bible says that we'll overcome by the blood of the Lamb and our testimony, right? So people want to hear firsthand how people have walked through a season and come out the other side, and I love that you shared that. So super cool.
And yeah, before we got started, Colton, I was sharing, and I think like we can relate a little bit, with this, because you obviously came to the scene from American Idol. So there's
Yeah.
this mainstream media side where you go, okay, God, where am I best used? Should
Yeah,
I stay in that more, I hate the term secular, and there's a lot of good people doing great things
yeah,
in that world as well. And
100%.
then there's the other side where you go, okay, God, how do you want me to best use my gifts?
Mhm.
And that's what Build a Boat, I feel like, meant for me. I told you before we got started, which you hinted at, it was such an anthem for me, and kind of trying to figure out where God wanted me at the time. And sometimes God calls us to do things or step away from things that we don't understand.
Yeah.
I'd imagine you were hearing this over and over from people about how they go, yes, that's my anthem. Like this is what's helped me kind of paint a picture of maybe what's going on and what God is doing.
More than any other song in my career, this has been a song that has connected with people and resonated with people, and it never gets old. Like, to me, it always comes at unexpected times. Like, I don't expect people that I interview with to have a personal story, but here we are, and I just think that's really beautiful. And um, yeah, I just, every time my mind just blown
Yeah.
that God has used me in some capacity, right, to bring someone else out of a season. I just think that's the coolest thing.
When did you know that song in particular was going to be I mean, because this is by far now your biggest hit, in your career.
Yeah.
When did it click with you that, wait a minute, we got something really special here?
It's tough. There's no formula in songwriting. I wish there was. Maybe I need to talk to Matthew West about this. He might have figured something out. Um, But for us, we've released a couple songs, and I've had people on my team look at me and are like, "Man, this is a career-defining song." Right? I feel like those words are poison. Because I've just seen it not happen, right? And you try not to get jaded or to get skeptical, but that conversation was had around this song, and I ultimately just had to go, God, whatever capacity you see fit, just use this song. If it means a #1 on paper, that would be really cool. But if it doesn't, I just want people to connect with it, and I hope it helps people that are in a dry season right now, because it's something that I could take words from my own song and apply to my current situation. So it was just cool to see God do that. And like you said, on paper, it is the biggest song of my career, which is really cool. And like I said earlier, I just think it's amazing that God uses music and uses songs, and that He'll use people like me. Reading reading the Bible, you see that time and time again. He loves using ill-equipped people, calling them, then equipping them for the job, and it's just amazing to me. So I just feel like David in the David and Goliath story, honestly, but it's super cool.
Oh, it is. All right. I was jamming to your album this morning, and what I love about it, the new songs. So I have my kiddos, and I know you're, I can't even say a new dad now. How old are your twins now?
They're 2.5. I still feel like a new dad,
Yeah.
for sure.
So my youngest, I have 3 kiddos. My youngest will be 4.
Oh
And
man,
then I have a
yep.
10-year-old and a 9-year-old. And as my older ones get older, it's really fun to like the same music. Like we went to a
Ah,
Kane concert, the other day.
yes.
And there's something about these songs. Giants is my favorite one. So I don't know if that's going to be, if you need any input on the next single after
That one is
My
in the
Light.
conversation for sure.
I'm just saying. But it seems what I love about this album is that it does seem like it's going to, like a lot of your other songs, I kind of feel like reach that big gap of,
Mm.
I don't know, multi-generational. I feel like it doesn't matter your age. Like this is good music.
Thank you very much. It's so funny. We're out with Jordan St. Cyr and Apollo LTD, and someone asked us the question yesterday at a Q&A. They're like, "Man, like, do you see more young people come out to shows? Like, what are you seeing?" And it's all ages. Like, as an artist, and I would assume this is the same for other artists, like, you would think that you're writing for people like in a similar age bracket as yourself, or going through a similar season of life as yourself, right? It's just kind of, I don't know,
Well, it's
it's
so
kind of,
personal.
it's personal, and you think that you would be reaching that type of
Yeah.
person. But we've got young kids coming out, like your kids
Yeah.
would love the show,
Yep.
guaranteed. But then, their parents would be there, but then even the grandparents are coming out
Yeah.
too. And I'm like, this is a family event.
Well, and
It's
you know what
like,
it is, I think, and again, because I was the latest concert I've been to, and I don't think you're coming to Tampa, Colton. That's where I am. So we need to maybe make a
I'm
stop
sorry.
on
We've
that
got like
one.
2 or 3 Florida stops next week, but yeah, I don't
Okay.
think it's Tampa. Sorry. Next time.
But there is something just so special, I think, as we mentioned, when you are using your gifts, when God is at the center of it, it should be ageless, right? And it should be
Yep.
limitless
Yeah, it
on
transcends
what you
everything
can.
else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Completely agree. Yeah, that's super cool.
So speaking of Idol, though, I know we touched on that a little bit. They're in their new season. I'm thinking you and Gabby, I don't know if this has been talked about. Y'all need to go sing, Build a Boat on this season. Has there been any talk? Can you say anything?
I I can say everything I want to because it hasn't been confirmed. It seems like a no-brainer to me.
Right?
And yeah, I'm not trying to sound
It's all right.
narcissistic or
I,
ego,
I
whatever.
started it.
You did. You started it, so I'll finish it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just I've been back a couple times.
Mhm.
Once the year after I did the show, which was super fun and fun to go back, and then got to be a part of their final season,
Yeah.
deal. That was shame on you. That was didn't even wait a year to switch networks. But yeah, man, I think Gabby would kill it, and she obviously has more clout because her judges are still there.
Oh,
So that
that's
would be
right. I
super
didn't even think about
cool.
that. Yeah.
And her career has just exploded. And
Yeah.
I just mentioned on a previous interview, I got to do the song with Gabby for the first time just a week ago in Nashville, like kind of
Well,
stripped
like the
down
first time
for
live.
first time live for a bunch of country radio people. So it was wild, just how the presence of God came in the room
Well, that's why I
in
wanted on
that
American Idol
atmosphere.
on that stage.
Totally, I just think it'd be amazing. Um, but yeah, her career's exploded. They presented
Yeah.
her with a 7-time platinum plaque for her first single. I was like,
Wow.
what is, I'm like, well, just maybe you should stick with this, Gabby. I think you have a future in music. Goodness gracious.
Oh,
But anyway, I think it would be awesome.
yeah.
American Idol folks, if you're watching,
Yeah.
we would love to do it. So
Okay. All
balls
right.
in your
Colton's
court.
on board. If anyone's
Yeah.
watching, yep, he's on board.
Put in a good word for us.
But what is it, when this EP comes out? And again, I know there's probably got to be some pressure that the other songs live up to what you're doing now. But what is the message of hope, kind of specifically, that you hope people can take, with them, with the other songs? They are very uplifting, and there is a little bit of a slower paced one, but I just love that there's a lot of hope in this EP.
Yeah, and hope is something that I always gravitate to. And maybe it's just because I see the state of the world and I know that I need it. It's like, man, without Jesus, I wouldn't have made it through the last 3 years. And if you're watching and you don't have a relationship with Jesus, no shame. I just don't know how you do it. Because, man, it's been crazy and it's just going to get crazier. The Bible tells us that. So I would love to just give you some songs. I like to think of them as tools. Like when life throws you something crazy, you need a specific tool for a specific problem, right? So like build a boat was a specific tool for a lot of people, yourself included, which is so cool to me. So I just want to maybe give you a couple other tools for your tool belt, like the song Giants. I love that you love that song. It's a favorite of mine as well. It's like, man, when you feel like the little guy, that what you're up against is just too big, just know that God did it with David, and he's constantly in the business of taking people not qualified. You just have to trust, right? Just keep moving forward, keep standing tall, and that giant's going to fall. That's it. But the overarching thing for me, I think the song Canvas is one of my favorite songs I've ever written. And it just kind of became my new purpose and vision. And it's kind of what the whole EP turned into, is that, man, I'm just a vessel. I'm just an empty canvas. I wake up every day and it's a clean slate. Thank you, Jesus. His mercies are new every morning. But it's an opportunity for God to use me to paint his picture. We get so busy trying to paint our own picture. And honestly, it turns into a mess. I'll speak for myself. It gets messy. But he somehow takes our mess and turns it into something beautiful. The lyrics of this chorus are, you turn a melody into a symphony. The painter and I will be your canvas. Like, that's what it is. So I'm just I'm really pumped for people to hear that song in particular, and to get this overarching journey of hey, I've been in the dry seasons. I've been in lack. I've been in plenty. But in all things, through Christ, he's given me strength to overcome. So yeah.
Well, and I love that. And I love how so many people, and I think what COVID did, and I know you've talked a little bit about this, I think it made people really, I don't want to say what side, but it kind of, you really had to look at what was important, what the priorities were, what you were going to do with the gifts and the talents that God gave you. I just felt like it was such a big kind of shift for everybody. To really, really focus on what they're doing and how they're using their life and how they are being able to say, God, use me as a canvas.
Yep, I completely agree. It feels like the time is now. Like, it's time to cut out the gray areas. It's time to get serious. Bible says the light's going to get lighter, but the dark also gets darker.
And that's where I feel like we're at.
Oh, we're there. Oof. Oh yeah, we've been there for a couple of years, and it's just it stresses the importance. It's like, all right, guys, like, time is now. Like, we can't be on the sidelines anymore. It's time to get in the game and do it.
Well, you have gotten in the game. You have done it well.
Man,
I am just so excited to see you just continue to have all the success. And we're going to be praying for you and your family, that you guys can continue to stay strong and support each other. And we'll just pray that everything continues to go well. And again, maybe we'll see you on American Idol here in the next couple of weeks as well. But man, Colton, such an honor to get some time with you today. I really, really appreciate it.
Man, thank you. Honor's mine.
The new EP will come out April 28th, and I trust you and your family will love it as much as I do. Okay, now on to an update on Jesus Revolution. Over 5 million people have watched the film to date, and you can imagine that will continue to grow as it becomes available to watch at home. Let's check back in with producer Kevin Downs to hear more. Well, Kevin, I got a chance to sit with you right before Jesus Revolution came out. Of course, the red carpet premiere, all of that. And we didn't know the success of the film at that time. We had high hopes. Everybody did. We knew
Yeah.
God was working and moving. But now, several months later, a couple months later now, to see what this film has done at the box office, to see the response. Tell me how you are feeling this morning now that we get ready to launch the home entertainment part of it now.
I mean, if you asked me, could you have imagined this happen? Probably not. I tend to be like more of a, how does that even happen? I don't, and I know it's God is the answer. But I'm constantly amazed at what he continues to do in our country and with this movie and just the timing and the things, the events that have happened to be able to make this happen. And then the response from people, how they've really resonated and just stories that we've read story after story and some lives being changed just dramatically. It's just been really encouraging. That's the hope of our movies at Kingdom Story Company is the movies can showcase the power of the gospel and provide a rush of hope for people that so desperately need it in their lives, and that leads to healing and that they have a relationship with Christ, whether that's new or maybe renewed or whatever the case may be. And we're just encouraged by that. I mean, it's really, there's nothing better to know that something that you've worked on for years literally comes out and you just see God use it in ways that are just so powerful.
And I know the team was hearing actual reports of people being saved and trusting Christ in the theater. I mean,
Oh
that's what
yeah,
you
yeah,
didn't
yeah. We've
mention.
had videos of people being saved in the theater, outside the theater, in the parking lots of the theaters. Follow-up reports of people getting baptisms taking place the next day or that weekend at church, or just all sorts of things, and still going on. I mean, even in California, we're hearing of there's a lot of mega churches in Orange County where I live that are doing pretty significantly sized baptisms out in the Pacific Ocean in the next month or two, and which is really exciting. Even to the point where I like the lifeguards were. The California Lifeguard whatever association was putting out a tweet warning lifeguards that hey, the success of Jesus Revolution is leading to an unusual amount of baptisms out in the Pacific Ocean. So just everybody, look out for this and take this proper safety precautions and whatnot, which is really great that's happening and people are really being encouraged to do that. It's awesome. It's exactly what you want. We obviously we aim to entertain people first and foremost, but we also want to be able to use that medium to inspire people and challenge people in a way that really brings hope to their life.
All right. Well, as we
We'll
close
continue.
here, I know
We'll
you need a
continue
break.
to.
You need a big, long
Yeah.
vacation to relax. But what's next for you? It's kind of like when you have a baby and you go, okay, when's your next one?
We have a film called Ordinary Angels that we shot. It's done. It releases October 13th in theaters everywhere. And for me, it feels like the next step to what Jesus Revolution is, which is a true story that again showcases the power of the gospel, that shows how we as a community can be the hands and feet of Jesus to everybody around us. And that's what we're called to do as Christians. And so this movie gives the example of that. It's uplifting. The acting's incredible. With Hilary Swank and Alan Richardson, who plays Reacher, is one of my favorite guys. He's a believer. I love Alan. He's awesome. And Nancy Travis, who's great. She's a sweetheart, and just some great kids. And it's a really great story. People are really going to enjoy it. They're going to be encouraged in their faith to want to go out and love people in their community, which then brings people and showcases what Jesus is and brings people to church. And it's a great film.
Yay, I'm so excited. All right, Kevin, thank you for taking some time. Congratulations on the success of Jesus Revolution. I can't wait for this continued success, because now that it's released at home, people can watch it at home and share it with their friends and neighbors that way. It's just going to keep getting bigger and I think have an even impact. So thank you for all that you and the team have done. Spread the love as well to your team too.
Thank you. God bless. Have a good one.
The film is available to watch on digital platforms like Amazon Prime and Apple today. And then on April 25th, it will be out on DVD and Blu-ray. Okay, from music to movies, we now bring you a summer vacation option that is promising to entertain and strengthen your family in Christ like never before. It's called the Faith and Family Retreat. They are calling it the only Christian ministry vacation of 2023, and it will be held in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee at a water park hotel. The 5-night vacation is August 6th through August 11th, and it has some great speakers, entertainment, concerts, including Big Daddy Weave. Let's hear more from the wonderful couple that is hosting this one-of-a-kind retreat. And I think all families can appreciate a good vacation, but you guys are really aiming to make it matter just a little bit more. So congratulations, guys. I think you guys have found something that is really going to be a big hit.
Thank you so much. We wanted something that had eternal impact as far as vacation goes, and we feel that this is it. This is finally it.
So what's your elevator speech? How do you explain? Because there's a lot packed in these couple of days. How do you describe what it is?
This is a vacation and events experience like no other. This is a faith-filled, family-orientated, fun-packed 4 days, 5 nights, filled with speakers, concerts from. We have a top-class lineup: Big Daddy Weave, Meredith Andrews, Richie McDonald from Lodestar. We have speakers Alex McFarland, Trudy Cathy White from Chick-fil-A. We have a children's entertainment called Epic Entertainment from Texas. They've got a whole children's program going on. We really feel this is something that's going to transform, inspire, and change families and how they vacation together.
So who are the best families? Who do you see when you plan this huge event? Who are you picturing in your mind? What age? I want to make sure we mention that it's not, even if it's a single mom with her children, they're welcome. I mean, kind of explain who's invited here.
Yeah, it's funny because we keep saying it's really from anybody age 1 to 100, before then, after then, because we've got people who focus on teenagers. We've got people who are going to focus on grandparents. We've got people who are going to focus on mothers and fathers, and the children themselves have their own kids programming. So everybody within the family is included.
How do you guys settle on this Pigeon Forge and right there in Tennessee?
This was God-led. I'll have
Absolutely.
to truly say this is God-led, because we looked at several different areas, and God led us to people up there who actually have the same vision and the same thinking behind it all. They've been praying for something like this, and it's just people crossing our paths.
Like you mentioned, you have some big names coming to this event as well. What has the response been like?
Everyone that we've spoke to, I actually spoke to Richie McDonald yesterday. We talked about 45 minutes just about God and sharing and having a heart for the Lord, and he really does. It's amazing, and he believes in what we're doing. Mike Weaver from Big Daddy Weave, he asked us to come after his concert to hang out with him for over an hour, me, my wife, and my 2 girls, and we just sat back and we just talked about the Lord and what we were doing, and he said he's going to pray over it, and so he's excited about it too. So Alex McFarland he's gone above and beyond for us. He's really
A cheerleader,
a cheerleader
true
for it.
cheerleader.
Yeah. So
It's just everybody's been on board, because it feels like it's something that has been needed. Everybody's hearts are crying out for it, and it's just for such a time as this is kind of where we are right now. So
Yeah, let's kind of end there. And what do you really truly hope? And again, I think post-COVID, I think a lot of us really had to examine our priorities. Certainly, I think we hopefully treasure our family a little bit more in that family time, because it feels like we're getting very busy again.
Yeah.
But what do you hope that these families really take away at the end of this?
So there's 2 key factors that I believe we've kind of built this whole vacation experience on. One is the mission experience. We wanted it to ripple throughout the family to what they can actually see, the kids and the parents, what the kingdom work is. And the second part of it is the vow renewal ceremony. We do have for parents. So children will get to witness a vow renewal ceremony with their parents, be present. They'll get a certificate. They'll actually get to see that, which they may not have seen, before. And I mean, you're going to have artists part of that too. So
Meredith Andrews is going to be performing during that. So
we just there's a covenant and a pact that needs to happen even within the family. And we believe with all those two features, especially as the foundation, it's just going to create these memories. And also, like we said, they can take it out and show other people and teach other people. So
we also have a family day at Dollywood. So you go to Dollywood with your family. If you don't know Dollywood, it's a theme park that have absolutely legitimate roller coasters. I love roller coasters, and they're legitimate in Dollywood. They also have a couple of different sections for younger children also. It's really just a family-orientated place. And Dolly's a big
we
soldier
really
for
wanted
Lord.
to put, and it just kind of fits with that whole wholesome thing. We really wanted a good wholesome atmosphere for these families. So we figured what better location than Pigeon Forge, Tennessee.
Yep.
Now, there is so much to be offered. I think I saw online. Can you still kind of pick and choose what you do and kind of?
So we have two options. There's one that's just what we're calling our conference package. And that's for people who, let's say they have an RV. Let's say they have a cabin up there, a timeshare. Let's say they just have their own favorite hotel. They can just purchase the fee. So they'll go to all the main sessions. And that actually includes the Dollywood ticket. That includes the mission experience. So all of our main stuff.
Country
Tonight tickets, which is a local attraction. We're using their venue for a lot of our stuff. Yeah. But if you wanted to do a full package, we do have a fantastic host hotel that William was just talking about. It's actually a water park resort hotel that is brand new, being renovated right now. So they're adding a whole bunch of new stuff. And along with that, we're going to have some special breakout sessions. We'll have a family movie night. You'll have the opportunity to kind of vacation in the realm of the artist too, because Big Daddy Weave is planning on staying all week with their family. So you'll have that whole experience as part of it too, if you want to.
Yeah. Well, thank you both so much for taking some time with us today. We wish you all the best. We're going to pray that this is going to impact families, not just for this year, but this will, like you said, even in eternal impact as well. And I'm excited to see this continue because as you were sharing with me, this is hopefully the first of many to come as well.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thank you for this opportunity.
For more info, just go to faithandfamilyretreat.com. We hope you enjoyed tonight's show. Thank you so much for joining us. Again, I'm Carly Boyette, and I look forward to seeing you next week right here on your Christian Television Network.